next level slayer.
This is your girl, Crystal Lauren, the Next Level Slayer, and this is my channel where I bring you strategies, opportunities, and ideas to take your business, your money, and your mindset to the next level. If you're ready to go to the next level, this is an episode you don't want to miss. Stay tuned. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Next Level Slayer. I am your host, Crystal Lauren, and in this episode, I am going to be showing you how I made this bracelet. This bracelet here is like a 6.5, and I want to show you how I made it. So you see it's a square bracelet. All right, and it is wrapped with wire and some beads around another type of bracelet. So I want to show you guys exactly how I made this. I'm going to redo it in these beads with this wire and this bracelet. Now this is not real sterling silver. I think it is maybe stainless steel, but I got this at a low store that sells all this, cheap pieces of jewelry. So that's not real. So it'll be something you would wear just for, if you're allergic to fake jewelry, then it might bother you or whatever. But these here came in a pack of like 2 in different colors. Like this was like a copper rose gold color, and I had 2 silvers and 2 golds. So today I'm going to be using this 18 gauge wire to wrap the beads around it. So if you want to see how I do this, make sure you stay tuned. Right, so I'm going to get started with it just to show you guys what I do to wrap this around. So I have this wire, and this is the design layout I'm going with. This may not be the exact number of beads. I kind of really don't remember. I can count all of the number of beads that is needed will be dependent on the size of the beads that you put on here. But I'm going to start off with this design. So what I do is I take the wire and thread it through, and I start wrapping. So I'm going to start like, it doesn't matter what end you start on, but I'm going to start on this end and just start wrapping, like right here actually on this end. So I take the bead and start wrapping it. So this end, so what's going to happen is you're going to meet in the middle here. All right, so for now I'm going to leave that like that, and then I will start wrapping. Actually, I need to start. What you're going to need to do is cut how much wire you think you're going to need. So I think I'm going to say that about that much wire. I did not measure it. I am eyeing it, and I am going to, so then I pull it through. All right, and then I thumb through my next bead. All right, so I'm going to do that, thumb through my next bead on here, which is one of these small ones here. And I'll do a few as I talk you guys through this, and then I will let the music play and you guys can watch me do the rest. All right, so trying to get this through here. All right. Oh, come on. It's giving me some struggles here. I just want to just thumb through some of these. Uh-oh, there we go. I was going to say it's not going to fit, so I thread it through. And then, so I want it to sit on top of this flat surface. I want it to sit on top. So I thread it through, and then I pull it through, just like that. All right. And then I go on to the next bead. Thumb that through. So I'll take you guys through a few more beads. I think I can't see the hole because of the dark bead. Okay, so that's done through. And I want it to sit on top. Now this here, I'm leaving this like this because that's going to be connected on the other, when I get to the other side. So then I'm going to thumb it through, go that way, and then move on to the next one, which is another one of these. Now where you can get these, I wouldn't know because I got this in a local shop near my home. So wherever you can find like little, you know, something like this, you might want to look online to see if you can find something similar to this, or any bracelet that you may want to do this with. So you want to make sure you pull tight with it, okay? So that's wrapped around like that. And then I'm going on to the next bead. And you just keep going until you get all the way to the end. So I am going to go ahead and keep doing this till I get to the end of this, so you guys can see what I do. Well, you're just going to keep going around. Actually, it's nothing special you do when you get to the end. You just keep going around. So you want it tight like that, just tight. Okay, you want it tight because as you see here, these pieces are like this. So just make sure you pull it tight. And this is going to be, this is loose because of what's on this end, but so then I'm going to go ahead and keep going. And then that's on top. And then I wrap that around again this way. All right, then you put the next bead on, and there you go. So I'm going to finish this up and I will be back. I'll let you guys watch me as some music plays. All right, I am back, and as you see, I did run out of wire. So, and I did not estimate it correctly, but that's okay because you're going to, you're just gonna get some more wire and continue on. Now, like right here, I stopped with adding the bead here, but what you're going to do is, let's see how I wrap that like that. I am going to cut that. Okay, that's going to get cut. All right, and then I am going to use these pliers here. These are like straight nose pliers. All right, so I can close that in. And then what I'm going to do is get some more wire. So what I'm going to do with this end, I am going to go ahead and wrap it tightly on this end. All right, and I'm going to stick another piece of bead on this end. And actually, I don't have enough beads, so I'm going to have to prepare me another pattern. I mean, some more beads down here. Only need a few more, so I'm going to wrap that backwards. Okay, so then I'm going to wrap that around. You really want it tight when you wrap it around. Uh-oh. See, that did not do what I wanted it to do. Okay, so I'm wrapped it around like that. I may, okay, and then, I may not be able to use this last. It might be too short to use that, so I am going to stop it here. So all I'm going to do here is wrap this like that, like twice, and then cut it. And don't worry, these different areas here will get closed in with the pliers. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to get some more wire to finish this off. But first, let me get some beads. So on this end, I'm going to start from this end here and get me some more, one of these, then one of these, and then I'm just going to work my way from the middle. Actually, this is a different bead. So hopefully I got more. There we go. I'm really hoping I have enough of the beads on. Let's see. That might be a problem, because I don't have any more of what I'm looking for. Oh, let's do this. Let's see. I might have to see-through or something different on it. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. So let me get my wire, and when you get the wire, I am going to start it from here. I'm going to cut some first, okay? But let me straighten up the wire. And I'll use these to straighten the wire. Okay, so I'm going to cut it again, like right here. That should be enough. Trying to see through my camera. Okay, so I am going to start here with this bead. Move some of this stuff out of my way. And then I will show you guys how I make the connection here. So I'm going to put this bead on here, and then I'm going to wrap it on this end here. Okay, so that's wrapped on that end. And I'm going to leave that like that for now. Then I have to wrap this in here. All right, and then I put on my next bead. And then I will put that there and continue on. Actually, I'm going to go backwards. All right, and then I move on to my next bead. So I will be back. We'll continue on. All right, I am back, and as you see, I ran out of certain type of bead that I ran out of these beads here. So I'm going to have to improvise. So I am going to use something else in here. This won't be a bracelet that I sell. This will be one I'll keep for myself since I don't have enough beads. But whatever you do, you're going to have to make sure you have enough beads. That's for sure. Otherwise, you're going to run into this same problem. All right, so I'm going to now, as you see here, this end, like some of these ends, you see they're wrapped on the corners of that one. That's okay. Okay. So this here, what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to, so like I have that wrapped. This is not quite on the corner. What I want to do is, it's not quite on the corner, but I want to put, I'm going to cut this off right here because I am going to use it on the other end. All right, I'm going to use that piece on the other end. And then this piece is going to close up right here. All right. That way it's connecting at the corner of this. And then this here just needs to cut off. This little extra wire here, just need to take that off of here. Okay, let's just clean it off of there because we are not keeping it. All right, so I got that off there. All right, so now I'm going to put this one on this end here. It's wrapped around. Okay, put that on there like that, and then wrap it around like that. And then I'm going to put this piece on. All right, and wrap that around. And then put this piece on since I don't have, I can't believe I don't have like one more of those pieces. Well, darn, I think one more would have been enough. Just one friend more. Let's see. Yeah, one more would have been just perfect. So I'm just going to use this one as a substitute. And now we're on the end here. And then this is going to wrap like so. Actually, let's put one more of these pieces on. Okay. One more of these. Oh, come on. All right. And then I can wrap it on the ends here. Okay, so that's wrapped around. It's wrapped around. Okay, so then what you have to do is just fix the beads to where they are sitting up flat on here. See how this is on the back of here? You want this to look the same, okay? The beads are sitting on top of the bracelet like that. And you just move them around until you get it all neat like you want it. And then you're going to, after you do that, then you'll be able to do some squeezing in with the pliers. So like this piece in here, I squeeze that in. Okay, that'll tighten them. Okay, squeeze that in. And you don't need to squeeze every area. You just want it to be squeezed in the areas that are kind of bulging a little bit, and be careful not to bust your beads, break your bead. See, that's coming out nicely. Let's look at the back there, how that is. Needs smashing in. Okay, see how that is in the back? It's flat. All the beads are on top. And then it's going to wear like this on your wrist. You don't want to wear it this way, because this way it'll show like this. This is the way you wear the bracelet, facing this way. All right, here you go. And it's done. So there you have it. This bracelet. And you just keep playing with it. There you go. And this, again, some of these pieces they're movable, so you can always fix it to where you want. And like these here, these still move. So it's just about you getting it to where you want. And once you get it to where you want, you're good. I did better on this one because you can't see. Well, I'm gonna say I did better. This one is a little different because you can't see the ending anywhere. And you want to see the wraps around it. I think that gives it a better look. So like this can be smashed in a little bit more. Like that. So this will definitely be my bracelet when I make for myself. All right. This one is mine as well. I just wore this one the other night to a jazz concert. So, but just think, if you made multiple of these, you can wear them as bangles if you wanted to. If you had matching ones, you could. Or you can wear it single. I like it single. And you just want to make sure they're sitting up on top. There you have it. Bling, bling, bling. So that is it. That is all, guys, in this episode. If you like this content and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out. And until next time, I see you on the next level. Will you be there? I hope so. Bye-bye.